Okay, looking at this game, anything else about Tulane? Hey, we're going to get through this. Southern Miss. Boy, they got a real icon in their coach. He's been there 17 years, been in that town for over, I think the quarterback there has a chance to break his passing touchdown record, this quarterback this weekend. I think he's one short of Coach Bauer's record, but he is one of the best football coaches I've ever coached against. I'm going to be honored to coach against him. I've known him for years, and he is really, really a tremendous coach. Fierce competitor, intense, no nonsense, tough guy. Just his teams play just like that, as in evidenced by how good their defense is. They're number one in our conference in scoring. The least points scored against this team in our conference. They're number one in preventing the rush, the running game in our conference. They're number one in total defense in our conference. They're number two in pass defense efficiency in our conference. And they're number two in red zone defense in our conference. How they're 5-5, I have no idea, but it probably has something to do with Jeremy Young, their quarterback. Got a high ankle sprain against Boise State. I think it was against Boise State. And that's caused the next game they played against Rice and had a bunch of turnovers. Starting a quarterback that hadn't played, not young, he's a senior, but they had some quarterback issues there for a couple of games and lost games and maybe played, they played Tennessee, and Tennessee might have been better than them anyway and lost some games. So their kicking game is really solid, really, really fast. The kicking game is, you guys got to love this, don't you? Their kickoff guy is barefoot. Their field goal PAT backup guy is barefoot. Their punter is barefoot. Their holder is barefoot. I've never seen that many barefoot people in my life. Actually, it's one guy. It's Britt Barefoot, their kicker, punter, holder. And which, interestingly enough, he kicks with a shoe on. So he's really not barefoot. So maybe he's adopted or something, I'm not sure. But he doesn't kick barefoot, but he's barefoot. That's got to be in a column someplace for somebody, doesn't it? Their offense is running around Jeremy Young, their quarterback, and Damon Fletcher. You're going to like Damon Fletcher when you see him, and you're going to remind you of Tyler Ebel. He looks just like Tyler, runs like that, quick, hard-nosed. I think he was conference freshman of the year last year, or at least the freshman running back of our conference last year. Really good player, real tough kid. And then their linebacker, number 24, McGrath, is leading the league or second in the league in tackles, one of the finest linebackers in our league. Outstanding. So we're going to have to get something going on offense. We've got to score points against these guys. They run the ball really well. They're averaging around 190 yards, 200 yards a game rushing. And with the quarterback in there, Jeremy Young, he's big, tall, athletic guy, throws play-action pass, throws well. But if you give him any slack at all, he'll take off and run with it. He's a big, tall guy, got a good-looking tight end, number one, that's a good player, good receivers. So it's going to be a great challenge. And I don't know if we deserve for the fans to come out and see us or not, but we'd sure like to have the fans come out and support us because, again, the fans could definitely make a difference and help us in this game.
From what you've seen, Southern
Well, I don't see any vulnerability. Kicking game, man, do they cover and do they get after it? They come full blast. The quarterback's the difference, I think. I think he's that position didn't play as well when he wasn't in there. Not saying that they didn't play poorly, but he's what they need to have. What they have right now is where they want to be. They want to be with Fletcher and Young in there at the same time. You know, really just kind of analyze it and execute it. We'll be doing that this week. We'll be looking at what we do in the red zone. And normally we've come up with really great plans. Just we're off and didn't get it executed. Little things, guy twists an ankle or something like that, or coach goes for a fake field goal instead of kicking the field goal. You know, that players can't do anything about those things. Lauren's better today, or better yesterday. We'll see how he is. It's not broken. He's getting an X-ray today. I don't think it's broken. We're just getting, precautions. It's not the bad foot that he's had that was operated on. It's the other foot. So it's not going to be anything that's going to be keeping him at any long length of time out. But I don't know if it's going to get well enough to play this weekend or not. I don't think so. I think we're pretty fresh. I don't know. Maybe Nate Paz just took him 3 days to get back from New Orleans, so he might have a pretty good headache from the hurricanes that he was drinking down there. But that would probably be about the only injury. Or did they just release you from jail? You might have got out of jail. Okay. I never had a quarterback that's played better than the freshman has. He's like you say. I don't think if he's got to take all the snaps rather than 85%, if that's going to bother him, I don't think it's going to bother him. And if we throw 50 times a game, I don't think that's going to bother him if we throw 25. He doesn't let those kind of things, he doesn't get messed up in that kind of drama. He just kind of, he's unique looking at games. Stress doesn't seem to bother him. Pressure doesn't seem to bother him. Injury doesn't seem to bother him. Looks past the pressure. Yeah, his left shoulder's sore. But he didn't. We had 4 sacks, but one of them was Kyle Wright on the fake field goal, and one was the last play of the game, or the last time we had the ball. So he didn't get banged around too much. Stick around. I think Darby's cooking up some barbecue for you or something. So.